Hey everyone, we're Cyd and Matt. If you've been following our travels, we've built out a van in England ready to travel all of Europe. So far traveled through France, northern Spain, and Portugal. We took a short break from the van to visit family in the US, and now flying back to our van in Lisbon, ready to explore the rest of Portugal and Spain.
Some cash in the lavatory by the third exit.
Our flight got delayed for Portugal, but we are about to board now. As with all travel, we ran into some speed bumps on our return. Firstly, getting sick.
So we made it to Portugal, but both of us are feeling so sick. Slept literally all day. Throat hurts, nose is running, head hurts, so exhausted.
We spent a week recovering and isolating, parked at the beach in Caparica. Secondly, on our way north to Peniche, our coolant hose popped off.
So problem number 2 of Portugal. We were just driving and the car just felt really funny and we were on our way to Peniche, so we decided to pull over. Turns out our coolant was all gone and a hose had popped off, but our mates in Australia came to our rescue and helped us through it. Hopefully, we are trying to figure out the last of it right now and get that coolant staying filled, but we're staying positive because that's all you can do.
So making the most of it, we got the van dropped off for a full service and went to explore Lisbon.
Lisbon!
Starting early in the morning, we walked around the city center, neighboring hills and Bellum, seeing everything we could squeeze into one day.
Sample! Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Go. The best? By a long shot?
We were ready to grab the van and head north to parts of the coast we missed before. First stopping in Peniche.
We got our van serviced. We've dealt with being sick. Kind of. Now we're on our way
To Peniche.
to Peniche.
First we gotta pay to go over the toll.
Go over the Lisbon Bridge. Ah. We've made it to Peniche. Woo.
Celebrating with some Galicia beers.
Yeah. Leftover beer.
We are finally back and traveling again in our van, and we are so stoked to be back in Europe.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Peniche is a small area with beautiful cliffs and usually has a great wave of super tubes.
Completely flat super tubes, but hopefully tomorrow we get a bit more waves. Mini tubos.
Yeah, look at that.
Instead, we had a few flat days and small surfs around town.
Special moment that I've been waiting for. Unboxing a bottle of Port Tawny. Haven't had some of this since we were in Porto. Some port from Portugal, and the reason why I got this because I realized we're in Portugal.
Oh,
And I can have this more regularly.
makes sense.
And it's going to go with something special. If you know, you know.
Ooh.
Oh. I remember.
We're having a movie night. We're gonna watch Little Woman. Matt isn't wanting to, but I think it's a good movie. Peace out.
Oh my gosh.
We started south along the coast with a detour to Sintra, a colorful town above Lisbon. We hiked from the palace up to the old castle.
Just hiked up to the top of the Moorish castle in Sintra. And there's Lisbon down there.
High up on the hill, we had an amazing view from Lisbon all down to the coast, where our next stop would be Ericiera.
First time wearing a 4-3.
5'3", you mean?
Barely. Huh?
5'3".
5-3.
Look at his eyeballs. Film girl. Matt's out with 3 other people and he's probably freezing. Fresh out of the surf.
Bon dia. Last night we went out for drinks with our mate Yaki from Bass Country that we met on the surf. And so this morning gonna go for another surf. It's pretty small, but yeah. And then down the coast to the Algarve, since waves gonna be small and weather's gonna be good, and yeah, do something a bit different. So right now, making some coffee, get started. We got these mugs from Cyd's mum. Pretty fancy.
So far, we have had insanely good weather, but we have had less luck with waves. So rather than wait around, we packed up and drove the 5 hours south to the Algarve coast. Of course, Matt wanted to stop and check a wave created by passing ferries.
Alright, well I guess this is our surf.
I think he was getting desperate.
Our ferry wave.
The first stop on the Algarve coast is the most westerly point of the coast, called Sagres.
This is the end of Europe. That's Africa. That's Sydney. Slow morning in Sagres. But the sun's coming out. It's going to be a beautiful day.
Road tripping along the Algarve coast, we seemed to travel faster, sightseeing the small towns, long beaches, and of course exploring the beautiful coves. After a couple days, our last stop on the Algarve coast and in Portugal was a small waterfall tucked away in the orange groves. It really felt like the south of Spain was around the corner, and our short but filled trip in Portugal was complete.
Cold. Just back from the waterfall. And making meatballs. Oh yeah. So this is where we're at. All by ourselves. We've got all these orange trees and lemon trees around us. And the waterfall's just down that path there. Waking up in our last spot of Portugal before going to Spain, going to Seville.
Exciting. Last night we were up pretty late planning out basically the rest of the countries that we're going to be going to in the next year. And our plan seems really exciting, so we're super keen to get going. We're trying to figure out if we can meet my friend Sam. She's in Cyd and Matt right now skiing, but she wants to FaceTime tonight to see if we can somehow meet up with her. Yeah.
Welcome to Andalusia. Woo!
The region of Andalusia welcomed us with blue skies and warm weather in the middle of winter. Seville was our first stop. With our bikes, we rode into the city and immediately was in awe of the beautiful buildings and how alive the town was.
Round one. Yeah.
After a great day in the city, we headed out to what used to be the most dangerous footpath in the world, now restored in a really cool hike, the Caminito del Rey. On our way to start the Caminito del Rey hike. We got a good spot to park, and we're just walking up to the trailhead now. And
It's freezing.
yes, this morning it was 0 degrees Celsius. So cold. Hopefully we warm up soon.
Yeah.
I'm so excited for this hike. You ready to hike? Holy smokes.
That is the old path. Frickin' crazy. Damn. What? Oh my god, that is nuts. Blueberry muffin.
A little after hike dip for Matt. Cold? Cheers.
Cheers. Mini cheers.
Good morning from a little town that we're going climbing in up there.
Come on, it's just a tiny bit of green.
The setup today. All these walls and roots. Not a bad background either.
Right now, just in the zone. What? There's Sydney.
After spending a few days in the countryside of Andalusia, climbing and soaking up what felt like a glimpse of summer, we continued on our journey through Spain towards Granada. Those are houses! People built cave houses! What is going on? We have been thrown back in time to the land of the caveman. What a dinner!
Yep.
Spread!
Big spread.
Homemade everything. Please.
The Vanlife is under the thing.
Oh.
Oh yeah.
Stoked.
Alright. Entering the Alhambra. The
most visited site in the city is the Alhambra, a magnificent palace with incredible Islamic architecture and beautiful gardens. The Alhambra was something you should not skip on your trip through Spain. We spent hours walking around the grounds before venturing out into the surrounding neighborhoods. Granada is a great city to explore, with a maze of streets filled with cafes and tapas, which even comes free when you order a beer. With the looming backdrop of the snowy Sierra Nevadas, we knew our warm break from winter would be ending.
See ya!
As we drove further north through Spain to the region of Rioja. Lucky for us, Rioja hosts a natural hot spring.
Cold. Hot springs. We're back in the north of Spain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ardenillo.
The
hot springs are so nice.
Mm-hmm.
It's off season, but it's still pretty packed.
It's pretty hot.
I think we got the best seats though. It's really hot.
This is right where it's like coming out.
Feels good.
Oh. This is what love is. Getting up before the sun and getting some firewood because Cyd says, I'm cold. And it's like -5 out. Making some tea on this freezing morning.
It's cold. I literally had to tell Matt, you need to come because I'm so cold right now. And then he went and put the fire on and stuff. Which is just a sweet things, babe. Good morning. French toast made by the chef. What's the special occasion?
We were meant to get married today in Australia.
So we're doing a little celebrating with some French toast breakfast. Oh my gosh. We're all bundled up to go potentially climbing. We're going to suss it out. We're still in Andalusia, where the hot springs are. Yesterday was so nice, so we might go back into the hot springs after this.
The climbing is described by like just some drawings on a piece of paper.
So we're gonna try our best to find them, but who knows?
Who knows?
We'll see.
Holy shite. Oh.
Our adventures through Portugal and Spain have been incredibly memorable. Climbing, surfing, hiking, eating, exploring cities, culture, we've had everything. Our journey through Europe will be taking us back through France, with our first visitor tagging along. We will travel through the west of France and Paris, en route to the Netherlands. But first we return to Basque Country for some much larger waves. Thanks for watching, lots more coming soon.